All right, part two with the sleeping paralysis whole deal. Um, I know I've been dealing with sleep paralysis for a while. It doesn't happen to me. Like I kind of learned how to wake up from it. I just either get really angry and curse at whatever spirit is trying to, you know, spook me, or I just do it like I just wake up. The thing is, if you're scared, they're gonna keep bothering you. If you're not scared, I got to the point where I really don't give a fuck. I just go at it, and it kind of helped me to be a little bit more brave. I mean, I am scared in the real life if the lights go off and I'm by myself. But in a dream mode, I usually face my fears now because these things used to bug me a lot. The sleep paralysis. I used to have instances where I'm having a bad nightmare and my father wakes me up, and it turns out that, my father was coming from work through the basement. It's dark, and somebody screamed in his face. So he thought it was me, but it was nobody in the house that did that. And at the same time, these entities were scaring me through this sleep paralysis. And I got so used to it that I told my friends, and then it happened to one of my cousins that used to sleep over. And when it happened to him, I immediately knew what happened because he got up in the middle of the night and he was stumbling and he was scared. And he described exactly what used to happen to me, which is um, a voice confronts you and tells you you're gonna die or something with foul language, and you cannot move and you can see your surroundings. And so if that was imaginary, that would have just happened to me, but that happened to this cousin in this house in that same room. But I've had many other instances of sleep paralysis, but for the most part, you gotta be able to face that fear and confront it. Um, because these things, they want to punk you out, and so it's not easy, but you just gotta find the strength inside of you. And uh yeah, don't do drugs. That's another thing. Don't smoke marijuana or stuff like that, because if you smoke marijuana or do other drugs, that's a doorway into this. They manifest themselves stronger. um like I've seen the shower curtains move as I'm taking a shit on the toilet. That happened when I used to work overnight at Home Depot a couple of years back, and I had a lot of weird dreams about the end of the earth and stuff, which I'll make videos on. And so, yeah, like I noticed I started hearing voices then. Like I woke up in the middle of the night and I could hear all these whispers, like all these voices in one room, and my eyes were, opening, and I was like dazed because I just woken up from this dream. But I was hearing voices, and then the next day I turned on like the Sci-Fi Channel or something, and they had this show on the devil. When he visits you, he speaks in 1,000 voices. And I said, "What? What a coincidence! Like that happened the night before." And so it's very important that you don't do drugs. Like smoking, especially Mary Jane, because some people are not affected, and if you're not affected, that means that your soul is probably already damned. If you are affected, that means your soul is fighting these entities. because they're messing with you. Like, you're not bad yet, but it's getting there. And if they really mess with you a lot, it's because you're probably doing something good. So they want to punk you out. So there you have it. That's my story on sleep paralysis. Okay, bye-bye.